Okay, today we're gonna build a Sazerac.
A game of chess is like a sword fight. You must think first, right? Before you move.
Style is immensely strong and immune to nearly any weapon. When it's properly used, it's almost invincible.
So, base of this cocktail, we're going to start with absinthe. Yes, absinthe. No, you will not trip out on it. It is not a psychedelic.
Disappointed!
So now that we have this very expensive absinthe in the bottom of this glass, I am going to waste it by literally throwing it on the floor.
I threw it on the ground!
And now it is pretty much smells like black licorice, all the inside of the glass. So like I said, there's not a lot of absinthe in there. It is more of an essence, if anything. So, next important thing, as that is just kind of airing out, as we'll say, I'm going to start chilling it a little bit by putting some ice in there. And we're just going to let the glass hang out for a minute. And next most important part of the cocktail, rye whiskey. Sazeracs can be bourbon based. There are all kinds of variations of it. So we're going to do a pretty healthy amount of rye whiskey, 3 ounces, which is a pretty heavy pour. As far as traditional cocktail standards go, usually you're looking at about 2 ounces of any sort of base alcohol. This one we do 150% and do 3 ounces. Rye whiskeys use a lot of rye in the malt. Simple syrup. I prefer a 2-to-1 ratio. This is going to come out extremely thick, and that's so we can use less syrup. Instead of using an ounce of syrup, I can use a half an ounce and dilute my cocktail less. So we have whiskey, we have sugar. And now we need to balance that sugar out with some bitters, and Peychaud's is the one that they prefer. You already have your sugar and your whiskey. You're going to be pretty liberal with the bitters on this one. I do about 5 to 6 dashes. And you turn from a amber whiskey simple syrup kind of color to a really nice like rosy. Do not shake it, because shaking will further dilute this cocktail. We're going to add some ice and put it in a mixing tin. Grab a spoon, so we're not going to shake it and release much water in the cocktail, because this is a pretty spirituous cocktail. Now that we've agitated the cocktail a little bit, you have your somewhat diluted, but not quite as much as you get with shaking the cocktail. We're going to strain this out. I have to ditch my ice now, but now that the glass is chilled, glass is cold now, chilled. We still have the absinthe, the black licorice, or herbal kind of notes off of that. And now we add our booze. And you want to strain that a little better than I did, because a small ice cube has ended up in my cocktail. So now we have our rye whiskey, simple syrup, bitters, and a little bit of absinthe on the glass, and that is the basic, like one of the most simple cocktails I've ever made, but has some of the most complexity I prefer over old fashions. It is very similar to an old fashioned, as they are trying to showcase the whiskey aspect of it. So that's right. Cheers. Mmm.